Guys, in today's video, I'm bringing you a Vayne gameplay. Now, I was watching a Chinese ADC stream, and this guy was playing Vayne every single game. I'm telling you, winning every single game, blind picking, whatever. I was like, okay, I need to start playing some Vayne. And in this video, I ended up playing Vayne into Draven. I literally picked Vayne into Draven, and it worked out really well. So for the items, you're going to want to run Stormrazor, Blade of the Rune King, Stasis, Phantom Dancer, Wit's End, and Rapid Fire Cannon. But obviously, there's things that you can switch out. Like the Rapid Fire Cannon and the Wit's End I kind of have last because you could change them for Guardian Angel, Bloodthirster, you know, Edge of Night. It really depends on what comp you're up against, so I just have those items there. And also, when I was watching this guy play Vayne, sometimes he would go into the Stormrazor right away, and sometimes he would rush the tier 2 Berserker Greaves boots. He would rush them, and in this gameplay, since I was able to get kills, I was able to rush them. And so yeah, that's just something to keep in mind with the build path. For the runes, you're going to want to run Lethal Tempo, Brutal, Coup de Grace, Alacrity, and Bone Plating. For the spells, you're going to want to run Ghost and Flash. So with that, guys, let's just get right on into the gameplay. Guys, we're now in the video, and yeah, I'm bringing you guys an amazing Vayne gameplay. I actually recorded so many Vayne games, and like dropping insane kills, and that's why you guys have seen some clips from them. This is actually kind of one of the first Vayne games I played in. The reason why I really like this one is because we're against a really aggressive lane, Draven and Blitzcrank. Now a little bit of like context, I guess. First off, in the last few months, I just could not win any Vayne games. Literally, I could not win a single Vayne game. Even if I played well, like I would just lose. And then I was just watching a bunch of content, right? Because you guys know I react to a bunch of things. So I was watching a lot of content, and I found this Vayne player, a Chinese Vayne player. I don't even know. I think he was like top 10 Vayne, so not even like the number one. But he literally blind picked Vayne into any comp. Kai'Sa, Draven, Caitlyn, Lucian, like he literally played Vayne. Oh, and you're gonna see right here, we get the kill onto Draven, which is huge. But this guy literally blind picks it into anything and win. Like literally, he played Vayne against a Lucian Nami, which is a very hard lane to go against, and he rolled them. And so after that, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to copy his build. I'm going to copy everything, and I'm going to start playing it. And I'm telling you guys, I literally win every single Vayne game I played. I think I literally went 5-1 the day I was recording these games. I won 5 games, and I only lost 1 game. And that game was just complete team gap. So I have a very high win rate on Vayne right now. And I think one of the key reasons is actually going the tier 2 boots early. Going Berserker Greaves early on Vayne makes her really strong, because I feel like my DPS is so high because I'm able to proc my passive more often than I used to. So rushing the tier 2 boots and then going into Stormrazor, you have so much attack speed, and you also have a lot of damage, and having that Stormrazor passive, which slows the enemy, on top of your passive allowing you to move quicker towards an enemy. I mean, people cannot run away from you. It's literally impossible. And another thing, guys, another big thing that I took away from watching that Chinese Vayne player is that he runs Ghost all the time. And when I used to play Vayne, I used to run Exhaust, I used to run Barrier, like all that, right? I'm like, okay, I gotta play this lane. Like, laning phase is the most hardest part of Vayne. I need Exhaust, you know, maybe if Draven hops on me, whatever. But I'm like, screw it, I'm against Draven, I'm going Ghost. Ghost gives you 0 protection in lane. But if you see, I'm able to play so aggressively even with Ghost. I can't believe it Blitz landed that pull, by the way. I've then condemned Blitzcrank away, and then I create a good amount of distance so I could keep dealing damage, and then the Blitzcrank flashes away. So I'm like, okay, boom, I gotta shove this and then take a reset. But yeah, you're actually able to play super aggressively with Vayne in the early game with Ghost. And yeah, I mean, it's actually, it's very interesting. And you're gonna see, I'm gonna go straight into the tier 2 boots, boom. Straight into the tier 2s before finishing the first item. So what does this do? It definitely delays your first item, but Vayne doesn't really need items to deal damage. She just needs attack speed, because at the end of her, at the end of the day, her second ability's passive is what deals the damage, right? Being able to get that empowered auto attack on the third auto is what makes her really, really strong. So so yeah, you don't really need items. And I think running Ghost on Vayne just really took this character to another level. And so yeah, boom. That was actually a good flash from Draven, because he would have 100% died. But now we're able to just fully lock up this Blitzcrank. And look how fast I'm auto-attacking, guys. That is pretty quick for early game. Very, very quick for early game. And boom, we're able to get that kill. I think on Vayne, like I said, the laning phase is probably the most important part. And so the question is how can you have a really good laning phase? Oh, look at this Jace. And then I use my Ghost so I can move fast, and boom, I can just kill him. Easy, easy. I'm just like getting kills for free. But the laning phase and the early game is the hardest part about playing Vayne. And the key is, the key in the laning phase, guys, is you need to find a way to farm the minions and stay healthy. That is the most important part. If you're able to farm minions and get your gold without getting low, that's all you got to do. Don't even worry about killing the enemy team. Don't even worry about that. That's like cool. Like, oh, me having 2 kills and 2 assists right now, that's a bonus. That makes it even harder for the enemy team to deal with me. But let's say I didn't have any kills, but I was able to get all the farm, then it's good. So obviously you know, you're going to need to look at opportunities to get kills and get good auto attacks off. And the way you can do that is by obviously playing with a support player. And look at this Draven. He just gave up right here because it's like there's nothing he can do. And then I'm going to rotate up here to help my teammates. Boom. I'm looking on Jace. Kill Jace. Man, I really tried to kill him faster so that they don't take the objective. Bro, I flashed right into a charm. And then now I basically wasted my flash right there. But as I was saying, there's ways you can look for opportunities. Like in this gameplay, we killed the Draven Blitzcrank, but it was because of my support. So winning lane with Vayne really depends on your support a lot. So if you want to like play really like Vayne kind of aggressively, you're going to need a good support player. And something I noticed from watching this Vayne player from China, he mainly plays with obviously Lulu, Yuumi are really good champions to pair together, but he would run Vayne with Nami a lot, and yeah, so he would play Vayne with Lulu, Nami every single chance he could get, and obviously Yumi's super broken, and so he'll play Vayne with Yuumi, but Yumi's always banned. So those are the supports he played with, and that's the supports I would play with as well. In this video, though, obviously I'm playing with a Thresh, but having Thresh is only good if the player that's playing Thresh is good. So that's just something, you know, if you're curious, DNZio, what should I play Vayne into? That's a good way to kind of tell when you should play Vayne, is if you have those type of supports. Because if you have Sona, you don't really want to go Vayne, because that goes against the ideology of being able to farm safely without getting low. If you have Sona, you might just get rolled through lane, and you don't want that to happen. So now, since we're super ahead in this game, I'm lane swapping to the top lane so that I can keep up my lead. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go behind Set's lane and literally push him out of lane, and then I'm going to proxy these 2 minions. Now, I'm not able to get the kill onto Set. I'm also checking their jungle camps to see if they're up, and so at least now we could get a timer. But boom, now we're able to take top turret. If I don't go to top lane, we're not able to get that turret as easy. So you really, really, really want to look for opportunities to kind of continue pushing your lead. And swapping to lanes is literally one of the best ways to continue to grow your lead. And so now I'm coming down to mid, clearing mid, and I see my teammates in a little bit of an interesting positioning. I'm channeling my reset, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled for maybe an opportunity, but didn't seem like there was one. So now I pick up the Bork. I have my 2 items, and you're in a really strong spot. Boom, and my Tristana mid is now feeding off the Draven. So this is like a wonderful situation. Now going into your third item, Phantom Dancer is such a strong item. It's such a phenomenal item to go third because you get more attack speed and movement speed. And oh, I mean, these guys you could just tell are dead. I use my ghost, and look, you literally can't run away. And then I can also use my ghost to kind of catch up to this Blitzcrank as well. And then we go for this RE2. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. And, oh, what was I saying? Damn, I forgot what I was saying, and it was so important too. Oh, something crazy right here happens. Boom, I hop right on Jace, condemn him into the wall. And dude, this is so unlucky. I got exhausted, bro, and I ate, yeah, that was a sad way that I died right there. Very sad. That I died right there. But we were able to get both the kills, so it's like all good. But luckily, because of that, now I remember what I was talking about. So, oh my god, that Malphite. Oh, he ulted literally the air. But Phantom Dancer is a really nice item to go third on Vayne because you get movement speed and attack speed, which is great. Phantom Dancer is amazing. But if you're against a really like heavily AP enemy composition, then go Wit's End third. Okay? Because Wit's End is really good against AP magical damage, you know. So that's just something to keep in mind. But this game, I'm only against really an Ahri, so I'm just gonna go into Phantom Dancer anyways. And so now we're going in for the second dragon, which is actually a nice dragon. Having lower cooldowns on a champion that already has low cooldowns is really nice. Being able to get your roll up so fast is going to be very important when it comes to kiting or chasing enemies and all that. There's a big team fight happening kind of like in the top. Like, I don't know why Draven's set are even that pushed up. Boom, I roll forward, and watch the way I space this set out. This set literally couldn't even do a single thing, bro. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, I love Vayne so much right now, especially after watching that guy play. And I'm gonna try to, you know, I'm gonna try to find more interesting tech to use in ranks, because now having Vayne in my arsenal as something that I could rock and win a lot of games with feels really nice. I mean, just look at this. Boom. I feel like what's super important is knowing exactly what runes to run on a champion, and also what to build. And in China, there's a lot of extremely good one-trick players. So they literally play 180C every single game. So they literally know the best build, the best runes, everything. And so I'm going to try to copy all that and bring it over, and that's exactly what I did here. And literally I had such a good success rate with this. I mean, you guys are gonna see you guys already seen another crazy clip today from another game, and then tomorrow you guys will see another crazy clip too, with just the things I've been doing with Vayne, like in just one day, is disgusting. And I'm not even a Vayne one trick. And so right here I start Baron because the enemy team is kind of distracted, you know, sets bot, and they're all starting to come. And then right now I'm thinking, yo, maybe this wasn't such a good idea, because I'm pretty low. And the one thing about Vayne, guys, is with the recent nerf that they did to Vayne is extremely squishy. So if she gets hit by anything, she literally gets one-shotted, which is honestly a good thing because Vayne seems like really strong, so it makes sense on why they nerfed her. But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind, is if you literally get touched by anything, you literally die. And man, sometimes it feels like Bork's healing is not enough. But boom, I mean, these guys are so overextended. I'm just focusing Blitzcrank. I use my Ghost. Boom. Easy. I'm worried about the Ahri charm. We get the Ahri, and I mean, it's just free from there. It's really free. And obviously, guys, you don't need to snowball in the early game with Vayne. Like I said, any kills you get in the early game is just a bonus. The biggest thing is just surviving the laning phase. And by the way, honestly, it's super easy to do. I even watched this guy, I watched this player lose lane super hard, and he still won the game. He literally doesn't lose any Vayne games, and it's super high elo. So So yeah, and plus guys, I feel like it's been so long since I came out with a Vayne video, so I really enjoyed making this video and playing Vayne again and just having such a high success rate with Vayne because she's so much fun. She's so mobile, she does so much damage, and there's just a lot of crazy things you could do with her. So it was really fun making this video. Anyways guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here, and let me know what you guys would like to see next. Alright guys, peace.